very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Robert Montague. I want to recognize our Custos and former Custos, our Mayor, His Worship, Councillor Michael Belnalis, to Mr. Vision John, Chairman of the Port Management Association of the Caribbean, Senator Honorable Mary Claire Hurst, Chairman of the Antigua and Barbuda Port Authority, other members and leadership of the membership of PMAC, to all other distinguished ladies and gentlemen, including the CMU family led by Professor Keynote, and all delegates. Pleasant good morning.
Good morning.
And yes, Archibald, I intend to become embedded in the Garden Parish, in the wonderful constituency of Northwest St. Anna. This is a public service. With that, I'm very happy to join in welcoming members of the Port Management Association of the Caribbean, who have journeyed here for your 21st Annual General Meeting and Conference. I have over time met many of you on different occasions, and I have sought to visit Antigua, Barbados, and other islands. So I know many of you over time. My good friend, Professor Pinnock, and I hail from a little part of Jamaica, went to the same high school, and just for connectivity, somehow our lives reconnected when I served as principal of another great institution in Kingston, Jamaica College, and we've always had a good relationship with JC. But it was fascinating because it was a time when there was a lot of advocacy, Professor Dr. Dean, about the development of maritime and the global logistics hub, and we're supposed to have a dry dock and so on. And not sure the society was logged on to the business of port management and shipping and the great enterprise and the kind of billions that Grantley could possibly make. And so in my small way, when my brother sought to get my support, and we did a major public relation activity jointly with JC. I never had, same, you never had as much money then, but you know, that was a little way of attracting money. So I was able to utilize that network. And we pulled it off our dock, and we had a very, very splendid occasion, and we started to promote the viability of maritime logistics as a career. And it's taken off because we actually had an MOU with JC and Caribbean Maritime at the time. And, you know, well, let's not be too jealous about it, but once JC at the time started to do anything, everybody else started to follow. And incidentally, the Minister Montague, it's a quite interesting story because the old boys in the 60s at JC built a brand new entrance gate. The boys got the pearly gates. If you check most of the traditional schools and non-traditional, although they say I must use the term, you see everybody trying to replicate the gate at Jamaica College. And if you have time, delegates, if you want to prove me, Dr. Pinnock will organize the logistics for you to go and see for yourself. I also want to extend special greetings and commendations, therefore, to one of my favorite universities. So CMU is kind of a baby because, yes, because did you know, so quite, life is very interesting because I was just a little principal then, the United States. Did you know that Bobby Montague and his cohorts would have summoned me? And I was there working with Fritz behind the scenes. Did you know from a new senator and minister to pilot the legislation to establish the new entity called the Caribbean Maritime University. And that, even after that, Bobby Montague had influence in ensuring the transfer of the Caribbean Maritime from transport to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, where the universities properly reside. Thank you very much, Honorable Robert Montague. And the truth is, Grant, I want to thank you for that investment. And they know, Caribbean Maritime family know how well you're being treated by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. Happy to have you. So I'm very proud of your work and the fact that you are hosting this year's AGM. I trust that amid the planning and discussion you will find time, delegates, to relax, and since we are into shipping and logistics, already you have been told of the surprise that has been publicly declared by Professor Pinnock. And there is not an option, by the way, for you to relax. You know, it's quite interesting that because it's all logistics for Custis and Madam Custis. So actually you are being coordinated. You are being commandeered. That you are going to work hard and then you must relax. Aye, Captain Professor Pinnock. Well done, well done. So we're looking forward for you to enjoy the wonderful ambience, and already Senator told me that this has been one of the finest hotels she has ever been to, and she looks forward to applying for citizenship in Jamaica after this experience. So I look forward to you all fully enjoying the ambience and the hospitality here at Jules Dunn River. And I know that Minister Montague will make sure that you, yes, absolutely, and that you become a member of the best political party in Jamaica and the Caribbean. I'm particularly pleased that you have partnered with the Caribbean Maritime University for this year's conference, as it highlights the deepening relationship between your two organizations. The Caribbean Maritime University's principal function is to provide training for persons employed as officers and ratings and other persons employed in shore-based shipping industries. And ratings, Professor Pinnock remind me, are those persons who work, of course, on our ships. And as was said by our president of a shipping association and other allied industries, this is integral to the work of the members of your association. In the years since its establishment as a statutory institution under the Caribbean Maritime Institute Act of 1993, the former Caribbean Maritime Institute, which is now the Caribbean Maritime University, has strengthened its programs and have grown significantly in its contribution and effect on the maritime industry and national, regional, and international levels. In fact, Dr. Pinnock, you started the institute started about 30 students, and you're now over 5,000. Put your hands together for the growth of the Caribbean Maritime. This has resulted in a consistent and increasing demand for its services and program offerings. The Caribbean Maritime University is the only international maritime organization, approved maritime and training institution in Jamaica and the Caribbean, and it prepares students from throughout the region at the undergrad and graduate levels for courses within the maritime industry. In December 2013, the Cabinet granted approval for the repeal of the CMI Act and the issuance of drafting instructions of the Chief Parliamentary Council to strengthen the statutory power of the institution as a university to confer degrees, awards, certificates, diplomas, and other academic distinctions. This policy decision to expand the institution to a university status was timely in our contemporary economy and is congruent to the increasing quality of the maritime program offered and the growing student demand. The granting of university status is therefore so on. I mean, I'm yearning, Minister Money, for that prosperity, and I believe that if ever an industry can create in a short time here that prosperity, it is the maritime industry. So I'm very happy to be here at the partner. And if you don't believe me, 80% of the teaching support personnel at the Caribbean Maritime University are drawn from industry. And important, and I'm sure based on what I have calculated between New Fortress Energy and all these investments, Kingston Wharf and the expansion, currently 85%. So only training institution in Jamaica and indeed in the Caribbean that has this record. 85% of CMU's graduates are placed in jobs, get good paying jobs within 6 months after graduation. Not trying to dissuade people from becoming lawyers, but they are having a struggle to get well-paid jobs. So, word to the wise. But we also need lawyers in the maritime sector, so we need to develop also those capacities. So we have specialized